Okay, today I'm talking to Tess Vergara, who is a soul-powered executive coach at Open Heart Mind Coaching in Minneapolis. Before we start a conversation, I would really like to introduce her, I'm talking to you, a little bit. And to make sure I get it correct, we will lose eye contact because I'm going to read this from my notes. Tess worked with high-achieving executives and professionals who feel overburdened, burned out, or in a depression. And she works with them to create harmony and balance and lasting peace of mind so that they can take a powerful stand in their leadership roles and accomplish what they truly desire to accomplish in life. And I noticed part of that is also your headline on LinkedIn, which I was very pleased to see because it's really nice and catchy. So thank you so much for being here with me today, Tess.
Thank you.
Well, without further ado, let's dive right into it. What is your burning LinkedIn question?
My burning LinkedIn question. Well, I've been on LinkedIn for some time and, people add me and stuff like that. I can smell from a mile away when they want to market to me. And I hate the feeling of being sold to. So how can I authentically engage and connect with people? Is there such a thing as genuine connection on LinkedIn, or am I looking at this the wrong way?
I absolutely love this question because the people that have been following me for a while know that I'm all about establishing relationships through LinkedIn. In my book, LinkedIn is not a quick fix. It is a long-term strategy because building relationships and trust does take time. And yes, like you said, there's unfortunately quite a few people that use LinkedIn differently, or unfortunately, well, for you and me, it's unfortunate, and try and sell you straight away.
Mm-hmm.
In my book, if you want to build genuine relationships through LinkedIn, that already starts before you're actually connected to someone. If we use LinkedIn to share some value, knowledge, expertise, this can be your own knowledge and expertise, but also interesting articles in your field that you come across. And if you consistently share these on LinkedIn, then that will get noticed by people who have an interest in your topic of expertise. So then generally, I mean, it doesn't always work, but you'll find that you more and more get genuine connection requests. Okay. And the other thing I think is quite important is, to me, LinkedIn is, well, not to me, it is a network. And networking, I'd like to say, is a verb, as we've been taught in school, a doing word. So it takes some engagement, some interaction. I would advise, whether you send a connection request or receive one, if you do decide to connect, then start a conversation. And by starting a conversation, I don't mean, as you probably know, like, hey, are you depressed? I can fix you. But,
yeah,
or a nicer word. But, no, look at their profile. Find something on their profile that appeals to you, because that also shows the other person that you've actually gone through the trouble of looking at their profile, that you're showing a genuine interest. And to me, this applies to everyone, but especially you when you're working through people when they're at a vulnerable place in their life. I think it's really important to show a genuine interest, because your network most likely consists of a lot more people who could refer clients to you than actual clients. So these people need to feel you're kind and trustworthy enough so that they can refer their friend or colleague or someone to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that totally makes sense. Yeah. So it's just like a networking in real life, just online.
True. Although once I was at a real life networking event, I was talking to someone and someone else just butted in and says, I know it's rude to interrupt your conversation, but I'm doing it anyway. Here's my card.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, thank you. it is rude and I don't want your card. But for some reason, this happens a lot online, this kind of behavior. And yes, I really like the point you make. In general, except for this one person, using LinkedIn is like networking in real life. You build trust over time. And these days, you know, in the olden days, we used to say knowledge is power. Like if I know it and you don't, then you need me. These days, it doesn't apply anymore because we've got Google. Everything is out there. But if you're the kind of person who shares valuable things, who comments in a nice way, then when people like real help, instead of just going to Google and order a self-help book, they'll come to you. Even if occasionally you were to recommend self-help books, because some people might think, oh, great tip, I'll buy the book, thank you, done. And then when they talk about it to others, and they might say, well, you know, I'm not into self-help books, I just want someone to talk to. Say, oh, I just know the person, because they still really like and respect you because you built trust. You didn't just try and sell them.
Yeah, I like that.
Thank you. So these are some of the tips about building genuine network and establish proper relationships. I really love that you asked this question because I am sure that a lot of other people wonder the same thing. It's my firm belief if one person has a question, many others will have the same question as well, which is why I'm recording this series of Q&A videos. Thank you so much for joining me today, Tess, and asking this question. Now, anyone watching this video, if you want to find out more about Tess, obviously go find her on LinkedIn. I'll tag her in the comments so you can find her, but also have a look at her website, and I've got to look at my notes to make sure I say it correct. You can find out more about Tess Vergara at Open Heart Mind Coaching, or one word, I'll repeat that, openheartmindcoaching.com. Thank you so much, and we might meet one day.